Is rock music dead? Well, no. Although it doesn't top the charts every month, rock is not dead because we got so many new rock albums this year. From Green Day to Judas Priest, Coldplay, Imagine Dragons, Liam Gallagher, Kings of Leon, Bon Jovi, Linkin Park, Bring Me the Horizon, and I listened to every single one. And today we'll rank them. So here are some timestamps on the screen if you want to skip through all 250 of the songs we ranked. This is going to be a long one, but this is going to be epic. Stay tuned. And in last place, we've got Amen by Bring Me the Horizon. I find this song pretty disgusting. I want to keep this video light-hearted, but this is just disrespectful and disgusting. So that's why it gets last place. Next, in 249th, we've got Let It Ride by Lenny Kravitz. Now this song, I'm just cringing the entire time. It's such a weird song. I hate it. Next, we've got Paper Crown, and this isn't absolutely horrible, but it's just like kind of bad, and I really don't like the rap music in this song. Now, of course, we can't go into much detail about every single one, so we're going to rush through the next ones. And next, we've got N.A. by Bring Me the Horizon, and next we've got The Job Centre Shuffle by the Kaiser Chiefs. How to Dance comes in next. Now, these might not be rock, but there are stuff like Coldplay and Imagine Dragons on this album. I don't care that much because it's just a nice list of all the songs that came out this year. Anyway, next we've got Casualty by Linkin Park, a very heavy one. Johnny Libertine, Heaven, Beautiful Boy. And next we've got The Lads. Now this one could be a bit higher, but it's just really, really corny, and that's just not good because I'm laughing the entire time. It's really corny. It could be a bit better, I guess. I don't care. Next we've got Backslide, Bundle of Joy, Never Really Tire, Bullet with My Name On, Honey, and Truth and Fiction. Next we've got the first Coldplay one. Now it's just a rainbow emoji, which is a bit weird. Like, I don't even know why. It's the second album that does this with weird names, like Post-Human Next Gen, which has all the jumbled up letters, but this one's weird as well. It just has symbols and also jumbled up letters. I don't even know what's happening, but yeah, all these ones are just a bit boring. And let's move. Now we've got the first Imagine Dragons one called Kid. And we've got Strangers by Bring Me the Horizon. For the Foresters, A Path, It's All Me, and One World by Coldplay. Giants in the Sky, the first Judas Priest one. And we've got a weird one, Yesterwind, or Yesterwind, a really cool album by Nightwish, but this song's not good. Next we've got The Feminine Urge by The Last Dinner Party. Now this album, again, probably not rock. I don't care that much. It's quite a cool album. This song, not. Die For You. I Gave You Everything I Had, These Lies, Lavish, Lost. Oh, this one got moved down a lot. The first time I listened to this, I don't think it was too bad. But anyway, Love Is My Religion, I don't like it. I did like it at first, but now I hate it, to be honest. Future Primitive, Astronaut, actually, is an interesting one. This is the first one from Tears for Fears. And they didn't have a full album. They had a compilation album. But on that compilation album, Songs for a Nervous Planet, I think it was called, there were 4 new tracks. So all 4 will be on this list. R.I.P. is next. You might notice again there's so many Bring Me the Horizon ones. And again, I just don't like this sort of music. Especially this, like, the techno stuff. I don't even know what it is, but I don't like it. Next we've got Get Some. Oh, and the first Kings of Leon one, Rainbow Ball. Now this was a really cool album and I really liked a lot of the songs, and Rainbow Ball isn't absolutely horrible. I just find it quite boring, which is why it's so low. Also another boring one, What If Nothing Breaks. Stuck in the Middle, another one that got moved down a lot, by Lenny Kravitz. Sway is next. Fancy Sauce by Green Day, the first Saviours track. Now, I really like the Saviours album. I think Green Day did a really good job on this album. Now, this song, again, isn't absolutely horrible. I just find it a bit weird, I don't know. But there's some really, really good songs that sound like classic Green Day. So I really like this album by Green Day. Live Till I Die is next. And then Please Till I'm Satisfied, 2 quite bad The Black Keys songs. Next, we've got another Imagine Dragons, Gods Don't Pray. Dig It, Ballerina Radio, You'll Pay, Snap Back, I Can't Wait, and Waiting on a Twist of Fate. Now you might notice there's a lot of these Sum 41's one. Actually, the next one into 100th place, Dopamine, is also by Sum 41. Now Sum 41 had a really strange album called Heaven Hell, or Heaven and Hell I guess. And it was weird because there was a lot of songs on the album. I think about 20 altogether, and they were all original, by the way. And it was weird because they were all lots of them were very similar to each other, which is why they got dragged down. Like, some of the best ones were overshadowed just by the sheer amount of songs there were, and a lot of them were just really similar to each other, which is why they've ranked so low. So honestly, I think if it had half the songs, it'd be better, because there are some really good songs in this album. Anyway, that's the 200th place. Let's get into the top 200. And now we've got the first song by Bruce Dickinson on his album The Mandrake Project. This one's Mistress of Mercy. Now, this is a really, really cool album by Bruce Dickinson, who's one of my favourite metal vocalists ever. So I think it's a great album. This song, yeah, not so great. Next, we've got Kool-Aid, Sinner, Moon Music, I Forgot to Be Your Lover, I don't know how to say this, but it's on screen. Eterna, I don't know. Next, we've got Looking Out for Number 1, Don't Stop the Bleeding, Lantern Light, Jupiter, Sons of Thunder. After this, these don't get good, but they get alright. These songs now are not horrible, they're alright, I'll say that. So, next, in 188th place, we've got I'm So Bored by Liam Gallagher. And John Squire, obviously. Sorry. Mirror, Good Feelings, Paladin Stray. It's a really strange one, this one, actually. I feel like it could have been a bit higher. It's quite long, I think 6 minutes by 21 Pilots. And yeah, I like it. It's a bit strange. I don't know. I wouldn't listen to it regularly, so I pushed it down a bit. The Fall Guy, Stranger in These Times, Overflow. Another strange one next, Come to Brazil. By The Offspring. I don't really know why Come to Brazil is a thing at all, but it's kinda cool. It's strange, which is why I wouldn't see myself listening to it, which is why it's quite low. I don't know. Next one, this might annoy some people. I've got Look Ma No Brains. I think a lot of people enjoyed this song from the Green Day album Saviors. I didn't think it was amazing, and yeah, similarly, Bobby's songs. Both of these were actually singles released, I think. They're not bad, but they're just not great, and I think there's so many better ones. And A Living in Paradise by Bon Jovi is next. I would push this a bit higher, but it's a bit corny, so. But no, this song isn't bad either. None of these are actually bad. Now, I don't want this video to get really, really long, so I'm going to skip ahead a bit. I'm going to skip a few songs that are on screen right now. But now we're going to talk about 168th place, Sonata Immortal Beloved, because this is a really cool song by Bruce Dickinson. But it's 10 minutes long. And if you're going to make a 10-minute song, it needs to be amazing. It needs to keep your attention. It needs to be different, and it can't be the same all the way through. And it just didn't quite do that. It was epic, but I have to push it down just because of that. Next, we've got React Respond, the first one by Pearl Jam. Then we've got Top 10 Statues That Cried Blood, whatever that means. Cut the Bridge, It's Just Another Fine Day in This Universe of Love. How the End Begins, Every Time You Leave. Burning in Flames, quite a cool one, a bit poppy, I don't care though. Limousine by Bring Me the Horizon with Aurora, quite cool, whatever. Two-Faced, and the lead single of Kings of Leon's album, Can We Please Have Fun, Mustang. Now this one's low because it's not that good. I don't know why this was their lead single when they've got so many better songs on the album, which you'll see coming up. And if I forgot any of the albums, if there's a favourite rock album of yours that was released this year, leave it down in the comments and I'll listen to it. Again, I'm going to skip forward a bit now because there's some boring ones. We're going to skip all the way to Take Me to the Beach. This is a song by Imagine Dragons. And it's a bit weird. I didn't really like it that much, which is why it's 152nd. That doesn't matter. Anyway, Devil in Disguise next, and Walls of Jericho. Now in the top 150, The Day Of, and a strange one here, We Pray. I actually really enjoyed this one, We Pray by Coldplay. It's quite I don't know, it's a really strange style I've never heard before, but I enjoyed it, and honestly I might push it up a bit. Next one, we've also got one that pushed up. At first I really didn't like the song, but it's really grown on me, and I think the next time I listen to it, it'll probably grow on me more. So this is one, Subject to Change, 147th, At the Risk of Feeling Dumb. One Eyed, next. Beautiful Girl, Jealousy, Bad Mistake, Waiting for Stevie, Candy and Her Friends, one that could be even higher, but I don't like the rap music. I don't like rap music in general, so that's not the artist's fault, but I don't like the rap music in this. Okay, I just skipped a few there, it doesn't really matter. Next we've got A Father to a Son. This one also got moved up a lot by Green Day. It was near the bottom, and the second time I listened I really enjoyed it. Because I've only listened to all of these songs like at the bottom twice. The first time and then the second time for like a re-ranking. And a lot of the time, the second time I listened to it, the song's really grown on me. It happened with At the Risk of Feeling Dumb, A Father to a Son, tons of the Green Day ones actually. The Craving Jenna's version is next, a really slow one by 21 Pilots, but I think it's really nice. Trial by Fire, The American Dream is Killing Me, The Weave, Children of Atta. Children of Atta starts really weird, but it's really cool after that. Lights Up, Routines in the Night, Talking About Hope. Sings, the first one from, what's his name, David Gilmour. So he had an album called Luck and Strange, and it's quite really calm, and he called it one of his best works since Dark Side of the Moon, which was quite ambitious. So I listened to it, and you know what, I agree. It was really good, and he did a lot of songs with his daughter. Really nice, loved the album. So Sings is the worst one on the album, but some of them get really high. Anyway, Raise Your Hand, As God Is My Witness, Face in the Mirror, Make It Alright, Fire in These Hills, really nice Imagine Dragons there. Beautiful People Stay High, one of the singles from the Black Keys. Spider Silk, Make It Up As You Go Along, This Is Nowhere, Over Each Other. Okay, I'm going to skip forward a bit, skip to 105th. This is Hesitation Jen by Kings of Leon. A really nice song. I love Kings of Leon just because of how calm they are. Very nice, I love their music. Something Special next, Only Love Matters, Not Quite Myself, and I'm a Wheel, a kind of unique one, let's say, from Liam Gallagher and John Squire. And in 100th place, we're now entering the top 100. We've got Seen, another Kings of Leon one. Now that we're in the top 100, these songs are getting really good, like the best of the entire year. Next, we've got Midwest Indigo. You Wanted War, This Is the Sound of Your Voice, and Paralysed. Now we're getting some good Lenny Kravitz ones. Now this album by Lenny Kravitz was weird. I didn't really enjoy it, to be completely honest. And this one is one of the best songs, and it's in 96, so that does show a bit about the album. Next we've got Say Goodbye to Mum and Dad and The Girl That I Call Home. Two kind of go together, really similar songs by Tears for Fears on their extra track thingies. And none of them were like really special, but yeah, they were alright. Next we've got Seeds, Wreckage, Feeling Alright, Radio Silence, The Lodger, Something Whispered, Follow Me, Kiss the Bride, Hold Me in the Fire, Many Doors to Hell, Coma City, Next Semester, Strange Days Are Here to Stay. Ooh, this one got moved down a bit. The next one, Love You Forever, a song by Liam Gallagher. And at the start, I really, really enjoyed it. But the more I listened to it, the more I didn't enjoy it. So it went from about 40th to 80th. Not a big jump, I guess, but it did go down a bit. Next, we've got the Antikythera Mechanism. Don't know what that means, but yeah, it was a great song. A Single Spark, and another one that got moved down next, Saviours. It used to be really high, I moved it down a bit. Ooh, next one we've got an interesting thing actually. Paint It Black by Sum 41. And you're probably thinking, that's a Rolling Stones song. Well, yeah, it's a cover, and it's a really good cover in my opinion. A lot of people, I can tell, won't like it just because it's different. But I think when you're making a cover, it needs to be different. You know, all the best covers, in my opinion, are ones that completely change it. Because what's the point of making an exact copy of the song? You might as well just listen to the original. So yeah, I like Paint It Black, no matter what anybody says. Next, we've got Upper Hand, On Your Side, and Portrait of a Dead Girl. The Last Dinner Party debuted this year. It was they're really like a unique style, and they've got some really good songs. Portrait of a Dead Girl, one of their best ones so far. Next one, we've got, I think, one of the most famous of the year, if I'm not mistaken, Just Another Rainbow. I've got it here just because it's really good towards the end, but in my opinion the start is just a bit slow. But yeah, still great, obviously, because remember, all of these songs are really, really good now. Next we've got Hiraeth, Gates of Hell next, Hanging by a Thread, Scared of Fear, On the Game, and On the Game, one of the best Black Keys songs. Next we've got Luck and Strange, the title track of Luck and Strange by David Gilmour. And a lot of his songs from that album, I really struggled to rank them because they were quite calm and hard to rank, because I find them, as good as they were, they're not that exciting, so you can't quite rank them close to ones like Sum 41 when they're so completely different. Every single song in that album is good. There is not a bad song on that album. Anyway, next we've got Nothing to Do, a great Kings of Leon song. Between 2 Points next. Nice to Meet You, the second single from Imagine Dragons. This one's quite unique as well. I really liked it. I enjoyed this one. Next we've got Sentimental Love Songs, We Made It Look Easy, one from Bon Jovi. And next we've got the best song from Lenny Kravitz. Unfortunately it's 61st, which I think might be the lowest best song, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure though. Blue Electric Light it is, and the title track that is. Read 'em a Weep is in 60th, and I think that might be the best Black Keys song. I Don't Need Anyone is next. Living Proof. Okay, but this is the last time, the best Offspring song of the year. And next we got Feels Like I'm Falling in Love, that really long one, and this might be one of the most famous of the year as well. And again, this one is my favourite Coldplay song of the year. Next we've got House of Liars, my favourite Sum 41 song of the year. So about this 50 area is where we get the best song from a lot of the not so great albums, in my opinion, because I have also ranked the albums. I'm not going to make it in a separate video obviously, but yeah, I have ranked all the albums as well, and these tend to go towards the bottom. Next we've got Living in the 20s, a really cool Green Day song. Next we've got Oldie Station, another chilled 21 Pilots one. A lot of their songs from the album were quite chill, and some really good ones, including this one, and many more to come. Next we've got a really nice one, I think, Setting Sun by Black Matter. No, that's again the album by Pearl Jam. And yeah, this album was really good. I don't think there was a bad song on the entire album, and Setting Sun, one of the best. It's quite long, I really like it. Next we've got I Wrote You a Song, again another really really nice Bon Jovi song. Television is next, one of the best Kings of Leon. Everything's Here and Nothing Lost by Snow Patrol, and this album by Snow Patrol was half of it was really really good, and the other half was not really really good. Like, I really dragged it down the second half of the album, but I really really enjoyed the first half. Some of the best music made this year. Next we've got Dark and Velvet Nights, Got to Give, Legendary, the lead single of Forever by Bon Jovi. I found it to be a bit, classic, modern Bon Jovi. Exactly what you'd expect from them, but I think it was still good, which is why it's 46th. But there are some way better ones that didn't even get to be singles. Next we've got Caesar on a TV Screen, a very unique song by The Last Dinner Party, and I really like it because it's got like separate styles in the same song. I really enjoy this. The Emptiness Machine by Linkin Park is next, and this one's really cool, and it was their lead single, and yeah, I really really enjoyed the song. It was one of their best of the entire album. Next we've got Wake Up by Imagine Dragon. This song reminds me of Bones for some reason. It's like the same sort of style as Bones by Imagine Dragons. Next we've got Stained by Linkin Park. I really liked this song. Linkin Park's album wasn't really for me, to be honest. It wasn't an amazing album in my opinion, but there were some really really good songs, as you'll see coming up. Next we've got The People's House by Bon Jovi, Eyes Closed, the lead single of Imagine Dragons' album Loom. Actual Daydream, one that got moved up a ton. Actual Daydream got moved up from like 150th, and now it's in 38th place. 39th, sorry. Because in 38th we've got Scattered. In 37th we've got Ears That Fall, Fight of Your Life, Perfume of the Timeless, and Rain on the Graves is in 34. Rain on the Graves was a really weird song, I think, because a lot of the verses is just Bruce Dickinson talking, or like talking menacingly, I guess. I don't know. It was a really unique song, but I really enjoyed it. Nothing Matters, the lead single of The Last Dinner Party's album, Prelude to Ecstasy, and it's a really really nice song, quite like yeah, very very nice, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Escape from Reality is nice. I also often pair Escape from Reality with Fight of Your Life, because I think I listen to them right after each other when listening to the album on shuffle, and I really enjoyed both of them, which is why they're quite close together. Right after that we've got The Serpent and the King, one of the heaviest songs on the entire album, and I really enjoyed it. I need to be in the mood for it sometimes, so sometimes I don't want to listen to it just because it's, quite intense, let's say that. But no, I do enjoy it. 30th, we've got a really nice Noel groove, Kaiser Chiefs, and I really enjoyed this song, Noel Groove. And next we've got my favourite song by The Last Dinner Party, My Lady of Mercy, and I really like this. It's got a very unique style and I really enjoyed it. You're Not the Only One is next by Liam Gallagher, and I really like this one. It's basically, if I was to pick a song to sum up the entire album, I'd go with this one or Mars to Liverpool, which, if you've not noticed, Mars to Liverpool is coming up. And while we're talking about what's to come up, if you've got any of your favourite songs that you want to talk about, tell me in the comments, because, I might have missed some of them out. Next we've got Fingers in the Wounds by Bruce Dickinson, Invincible Shield with a title track of Judas Priest's album Invincible Shield, and it's quite a long 6 minutes, but I really enjoyed it. The best song from David Gilmour's album, The Piper's Call. I really, really liked this album. It was so good, and this song specifically, epic. It was amazing. Next we've got In Your Corner, the best Imagine Dragons song of the year. I really like this one. It's really nice. It's not that rocky. I don't care though, because it's really, really nice. Next, we've got the best Kaiser Chiefs song. This one's Reasons to Stay Alive, and this song's just great. I love it. It's kind of charming. I really like this song. And right after that, we've got Dark Side by Bring Me the Horizon, the best Bring Me the Horizon song. Now, this album was obviously really weird. I want to talk about it for a second. I didn't like it. Just because I don't like that sort of music. Not their fault, I don't like that sort of music. But Dark Side was a really, really good song that got 22nd. Yeah, and the album, I think it's been in the making for a while. Like, some of the singles were released years ago, so I don't even know what's up with that, because we saw some of the songs like 2 years ago, so I don't even know what's up with this. But either way, 22nd. 21st brings us The Beginning by Snow Patrol. So this was, I think, the lead single for their album The Forest is the Path. Next we've got Won't Tell, Navigating, and Goodnight Adeline, the third best song from the Green Day album. It's not that intense or not that strong or heavy or whatever. After that we've got One Day at a Time, the second best Liam Gallagher and John Squire song of the year. And right after that we've got the lead single, I think, or it might not have been the lead single, but the most popular song from the Green Day album, Dilemma. And I really love this song, which is why it's in 16th, but 15th is next. And we've got the best song from Can We Please Have Fun, Nowhere to Run, and this song is so nice. I love this song, and it wasn't one of the ones they pushed first. For some reason on this album they pushed Mustang and Split Screen when they were definitely not the best songs. We've got Nowhere to Run, Nothing to Do was really good, Actual Daydream. There were so many good songs on the album. And yeah, 15th. 14th we've got Dark Matter, the best song from Dark Matter, and this song is epic, classic Pearl Jam, I'd say. It's a really, really, really good song by Pearl Jam. Next we've got an underrated one. I don't think a lot of people noticed this really on the album, but on Forever by Bon Jovi there's My First Guitar, and this song is so nice. I really like it, and it's got an epic guitar solo, and I was quite shocked at how much this song was overlooked, because it was so good. I really enjoyed it, specifically the second time I listened to it. And next we've got Susie Chapstick, the best song from the Green Day album Saviors. So I love this one just because it's different to all the rest of the album. Well, not just because that, obviously it's an amazing song by itself, but it's a completely different style from everything else on the album, and I love it, and it was definitely overlooked in my opinion. Next we've got Afterglow of Ragnarok, I think the lead single from Bruce Dickinson's Mandrake project. This song is so good. But now we get into the top 10. And in 10th place we've got the best song from Clancy, Overcompensate. Now that's pretty surprising, especially for me specifically, because I don't like rap music, I like rock music. That's not quite rock music. How did it get 10th place? I don't know, but there's something about it that I absolutely love. And there was one point this year where I couldn't stop listening to it, which is why it gets 10th place. But 9th place gets the best song from Liam Gallagher and John Squire, Mars to Liverpool. This song is so good. It's just very upbeat, very happy, I guess. It's an amazing song. Right after that we've got the best song from The Forest is the Path, All. Yeah, it's amazing. And in 7th, we've got the best song from Zero, and it's Heavy as the Crown. This song is so epic, and I know it's very heavy, like the Crown. It's so good, and it's so heavy, and I love I think I watched a video about Emily doing the scream, and it's like exactly 1 second shorter than Chester's scream in another song. Anyway, that's just a small thing that I've heard about it. Anyway, next we've got one that's definitely not quite a rock meter song, and it's definitely the most popular song of the year on this list, because it was very mainstream as well. This isn't quite a rock song. We've got Too Sweet by Hozier, and yeah, I love this song, and it's quite a surprising entry on this list just because it's not quite rock music and it was very mainstream, but I love it. I loved every second of this song. But now we're in the top 5, and we've got Waves by Bon Jovi, the best song on Forever. And Overlooked should have been released as a single 100%. This song is so nice, so amazing, and I love this song so much. We've got the best song from Invincible Shield, Panic Attack, the first song on the entire album. It was so good, 5 minutes of just pure epic heavy metal, and yeah, I love it. And I love that style of Judas Priest. This is so good, which is why it gets 4th place and 3rd place. And before we get into the top 3, let me just say, if you've enjoyed this video, drop a like down below, and if you enjoy my content, subscribe, because I've been trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We're at 900, 100 more to go. Come on, we can do it. And in 3rd place, we've got Eternity Has Failed by Bruce Dickinson. Now this song is quite weird. I think it's 7 minutes long or 6 minutes long, and the first 2 minutes starts quite weird. It's just some flute and some like just bare singing, and it's nice, yeah. And then it gets into it, and it's so good, and it's epic. You know, it's an epic song. All 3 of these top 3 are not like mainstream songs. They're not short. They're not like catchy. These are epic songs that are just so like beautiful. It's corny, but they're beautiful. In 2nd place, we've got another one exactly like that, Shadow of the Gods. But instead of that first minute where it's just some random sounds, some bass singing, it's actually with a piano, so it's quite nice. And then it goes into the actual heavy metal then for the last 4 minutes of the song. And I love this song so much. And for most of the year, it held 1st place, until I listened to Yesterwind or Yesterwind or whatever it's called, because this song in 1st place is magnificent. It's 9 minutes long, besides 2 minutes of the last is just a harmonica playing, I think. The 7 minutes of the song is just amazing. I was stunned when listening to it. This is An Ocean of Strange Islands. So again, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you enjoyed my content, subscribe, and tell me in the comments your favourite song on this list. By the way, I've also ranked every single album, if you remember from earlier in the video. Now, I'm not going to release it as a separate video, but I do have a short coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. Goodbye.